Back at it, Ozzy Oz here. And what we got going here is another way to heat. And what we did, we originally put a series of pegs on this board here in the path of a parabola. And the plan was to lay plastic along that series of pegs so that it would follow the course of the parabola. But it didn't prove too successful. The pegs just were spaced too far apart. So instead what we did is we plotted out a parabola on this wooden board here, and then we glued a series of 2 ropes on here. A series of ropes that follow the path of the parabola on either side of this box here. And what we're going to do then is curl a big sheet. I have a 8-foot by 4-foot sheet of mirrored plastic. I'm going to curl that in there in the shape of a parabola. And we'll flip this thing over and show it to you. Okay folks, what we have here, again, we curl a piece of mirrored plastic in the shape of a parabola. And what we did is we used rope behind the shape, or behind the mirrored piece there, to keep it holding the shape parabola. We have a trough, a piece of rain gutter here, at the focal point of this parabola here. And what I have for you guys here is a laser, handy dandy laser. And what we're trying to do is simulate the rays of the sun, so we're basically going to be coming in parallel to the surface of this mirror. If you look at this laser right now, this laser's parallel. This would be the rays of the sun coming in, and they're striking this mirrored surface. And if you look at the rain gutter, you'll see that it's reflecting off the mirror and hitting that focal point. That's where we put the rain gutter, at the focal point. So even as I move this thing in or out, it's very hard to do, but as you see, I'm moving this thing horizontally right now. But you notice the laser is still at that rain gutter. So I'm moving this beam horizontally. I'm still hitting the rain gutter. Of course, if I move it in the other direction horizontally, you'll see.
Excuse me, you kids.
Okay, here's somebody, spectator.
Oh my goodness.
We're doing a demo here.
So you've
No, you're good. We get all kind of hecklers speculating. And
Oh, there's some wild kids in here when I seen that.
Yep, that's
Is it working?
Well, we're gonna test it out in a minute here.
Are you making s'mores or something?
We're gonna heat some water.
No, you got candy bars and marshmallows and graham crackers.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that test in a minute here. She's asking about s'mores. We're going to do that on our big mirror in a few minutes here, folks. Okay. That's it. Ozzy Oz, bye. This is Ozzy Oz again, and a few minutes ago we had a few doubting Thomases over here about our death ray machine. So we're going to bring them outside. We brought the mirror outside quickly here. And if you look at this pot right here, this thing is glowing. You can't even, you won't even be able to get your hand up here. This is so hot. If you guys want to. You can't even get your hand up there.
You're stepping on your marshmallows.
Yep. So watch yourself.
Oh, it's hot.
Okay, so what we're going to do here.
It's going to roast marshmallows.
Well, they sell those marshmallows in my room, so let's see what we can do here.
I just didn't want you to leave food in the building.
No, we're not leaving food here. It all has purpose here. What we'll try to do here.
Oh.
Just gotta watch your eyes. It's kind of like looking at Medusa, folks. Let's see what we can do here. So what we want to try to do. Let's see if we can heat these things up. That lower one there looks like it's pretty good spot over there. The thing is, with this marshmallow, it'll probably get real soft real quick. Let's see what we can do with that. It's not quite like a fire. You don't get the toastiness, but we're probably going to get this thing real soggy, kind of like a soggy marshmallow. Kind of hard to get your hand in there. It's kind of hard to get your hand in there, but we're sure that thing is warming up. And again, I got these welding glasses on. Forgot to put the visor down. Part of the problem here. So what's happening with the marshmallow, guys?
Looks like it's getting a little
warm,
soft,
yeah, it looks
sticky.
Looks like it's getting sticky.
It's sticking to your pot.
Sticky.
Yeah. It's getting sticky is what's happening here.
Something's
You
happening.
don't get the toasty. You really don't get the toasty brown effect when you get from the campfire. What's happening here is it's going to fall off the skewer here. So what you got here is just like a sticky marshmallow. We'd have to probably keep it in there for a bit.
Warmed up.
Let's try this again. I'm going to try to get this over here more. And again, we don't know exactly where that focal point is. It's all over the globe here. You can see that pot though. That pot is just screaming. What we need to do again is that hot dog experiment. What we need to do again. So that's it, folks. That's it for the marshmallow. You don't get the toasty brown marshmallow, but you get kind of a soggy, sticky marshmallow out of this thing. And we'll bring our other device out at this point. But that was for you two.
Okay,
Thank you. We're believers.
We're believers now.
We've been converted.
Somebody's shooting?
No.
Did I hear shooting?
No. It was the trash can.
Trying to
Trash can mid
shut
stuff.
our video operation down here.
Some
but
more
that's okay.
dollars.
More
Haters.
dollars.
Haters, huh?
More
Again,
stuff.
with these kinds of experiments, you get all kind of dollars. We got to go inside.
Yeah, let's get out.
Okay, folks, back to it. This is Medusa 2. We'll call this one Medusa 2. And again, we got the parabola. We got a rain gutter. This gutter is way up there already at 168, 170 degrees. This gutter here is reading about 190 degrees if you look at that thing. I got my infrared thermometer. And what we're going to try to do is test this out, maybe boil some water. So I have 500 milliliters of water, cool water, about 68 degrees Fahrenheit out of the tap. We'll put this in here and see what happens. So we're thinking this might be a good design because we could lay a whole row of hot dogs in there. Maybe cook them. So we'll let that sit out there a little bit, and we'll have to get back with you on this one. That's it for now. Ozzy Oz out. Bye. Guys, we're back at it. We got our Medusa 2 here, and we put the 500 milliliters of water in this trough. So there's a real thin layer of water in here. The trough is just, the actual layer itself is just screaming. This thing is way up there. This thing's up here at about 180 degrees. The water itself is about 150 degrees. It's not boiling, but the water is noticeably hot. You could probably warm up a hot dog in this thing. I'd say warm up a hot dog. Maybe we had a little warmer day. It's kind of cool today. It's probably about 65 degrees. I think we're losing a lot of heat just in the air here, but I'd say about 150 is what we're reading at the water temperature there, about 150 degrees. Not quite boiling. It's been about 8 minutes. But still pretty effective, and we could probably make this thing a little better. It's kind of floppy, not really following the true path of the parabola. But we're going to try one more thing before we end our season, folks. We're going to actually try to warm up some cold cuts. This was left over. Not too many people ate this lunch. This was left over from yesterday. Kind of cold, not too tasty looking. So what we thought we'd do is we'll bring out our Medusa 1 over there, put a tray on there, see if we can make this a little more appetizing. Maybe we can heat this up, maybe melt some cheese. So we'll be back right with you. Ozzy out.